I found my daughter shivering on Christmas while his family laughed by the fireplace. The room was alive with light and warmth. Twinkling fairy lights reflected off ornaments, the Christmas tree reaching proudly toward the ceiling. The fire crackled in the hearth, sending waves of heat across the room, and the scent of pine, baked cookies, and roasted dishes filled every corner. Laughter and chatter echoed, cheerful and loud, carrying a sense of joy that seemed almost overwhelming. But not everyone in that room felt the warmth. There she was, my little Emily, curled up in a corner, small and trembling. A thin blanket clutched around her shoulders offered little protection from the cold that ran deeper than just the temperature. Her eyes were wide, filled with a quiet loneliness, searching for a comfort that seemed to have passed her by. I knelt beside her, heart tightening in ways I couldn't fully describe. "Emily, why are you here all alone?" I asked softly, trying to hide the shock in my voice. I'm cold," she whispered, almost inaudible above the laughter and chatter surrounding us. "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" I asked gently, fighting the sting of guilt that rose immediately. "I didn't want to ruin their fun," she murmured, hugging the blanket tighter. "They're happy, laughing. I didn't want to bother anyone." Her words hit me like a cold wave. In a room filled with warmth, laughter, and the glow of celebration, she had felt invisible. The joy everyone else experienced had skipped her, leaving her on the edge, trembling and unseen. And all at once, the magic of Christmas felt hollow, not because of the lights or gifts, but because one small heart had been left out in the cold. I wrapped my coat around her shoulders, holding her close. Her tiny body trembled against mine, slowly relaxing as she felt the first real warmth of the evening. She leaned into me, seeking a comfort she hadn't found in hours. Around us, the family continued to laugh and share stories, oblivious to the silent suffering in the corner. It was almost unbearable to hear their joy when she had been left unnoticed for so long. But in that moment, I realized something important. It didn't matter that no one else noticed her. What mattered was that I did. I was there. I could give her the warmth, the comfort, and the attention she deserved. I whispered to her, "You are here, Emily. I see you. I hear you. You are not alone." She looked up at me, her eyes still wide but softer now, and gave a small nod. That tiny gesture felt like a breakthrough, a bridge from fear and loneliness to safety and love. For the first time that evening, a small smile flickered across her face, tentative but genuine. I helped her stand and guided her closer to the fire, careful to shield her from the oblivious eyes of the others. She settled beside me, still wrapped in my coat, letting the warmth slowly seep into her body. And as I held her, I realized that Christmas isn't about the decorations, the gifts, or even the laughter. It's about presence. It's about being there for the ones who need you the most, even if the rest of the world doesn't notice. We stayed together by the fire, letting the laughter continue around us, but no longer feeling its sting. Snow fell silently outside, blanketing the world in white, peaceful and serene. Inside, Emily's small hand held mine, and in that grasp was the greatest gift of all, the knowledge that she was seen, loved, and safe. No celebration, no festive cheer, no bright lights could replace the comfort of being present for someone who feels invisible. And as I watched her slowly relax, I made a promise to her, a promise that she would never feel that cold again, not while I was there. That promise would extend beyond this Christmas, beyond any holiday, to every day in her life when she needed reassurance that she mattered. Sometimes the greatest gift isn't under the tree. It isn't wrapped in shiny paper or tied with ribbons. The greatest gift is presence. It's love. It's showing up when it matters most. And that night, as Emily rested safely in my arms, I understood that fully. The laughter of others faded into the background, replaced by the quiet, irreplaceable bond between a parent and child, a warmth that no fire could match, a light that no decoration could outshine. And in that moment, I knew that this Christmas, despite everything, she had received the most important gift of all. She had been seen, she had been heard, and she had been loved.